Welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm gonna do a little review on this Autobrite stuff. So I've got a couple of things. I've got the cherry glaze, which is a polished glaze and wax in one, apparently, and the Classy satin tyre and rubber dressing. So I've just cleaned this Twingo. It's already pretty clean anyway, so I'll just quickly go through properly what we've got. We've got the cherry glaze and the tyre dressing, but I also bought these applicators, which is Autobrite as well. It says blender on it, but I'm guessing that's a make, but they sell them. So we've got the waffle thing for the tyre dressing and the flat application for the cherry glaze. And then we've just got a microfiber cloth for buffing off. Should be pretty straightforward. It's a nice day, so I'll probably start with the front end bonnet, wings and bumper, move around to each side, roof and do. Okay, so just messed up and literally recorded like me thoughts after doing that bonnet in a time lapse, so I'll put that in anyway. You see me buff it off in the time lapse, but so initial thoughts is it's a bit strange, like it's different than usual. You can hardly tell you even applied it. Like these are very light glaze, which you, like if you left it you wouldn't even be able to tell that you've left polish on it. But yeah, so my only recommendation there is make sure you do one panel at a time, which is what it says to do anyway. So use a foam applicator like it says on the back of here, a few dots, and go in small circular motions. So like this, wherever you want really, just get it on there. But yeah, so it looks really shiny, feels really smooth. You can kind of hear it just taking away like all that rubbish that's on your paint straight away. So I've decided to make it a bit of a mix up this video, so I'm going to compare these two because like I said, that you can hardly tell you've applied it. I'm just going to demonstrate. I'm going to do a wing each in the Autobrite and Auto Finesse Tripple 3, which is basically the same thing. It's an all-in-one polish. This is an all-in-one polish. This is polished glaze and wax. Polished glaze and wax. So basically the same product, two different manufacturers. So let's compare the two, see what it's like. Let's start with the Autobrite. It's going to do the wing and the arch down to here. Around here. You can even go over the plastic. So it says on here. So let's see what that's like as well. We'll see what it's like on plastic. So I'm just going to put 3 or 4 little blobs. Get it on. See, straight away you can't tell you've got any polish on there. I mean, you can see it slightly, but it's not enough to really be able to tell where you've been. Also, you can't tell how much polish you've got on your pad. It's a bit strange. Let's carry on anyway. If you do a panel at a time, you're alright because you know where you've been anyway. It's nice and easy to apply. Like it just feels like you're just rubbing gloss onto your paint. There's a couple of scratches there, see if it does anything on them. A few little scratches there as well. Of this beautiful land, but that beauty a rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land, but I'm going to go straight over this plastic, see how it's on plastic. Beautiful land, but that beauty a rich man's world. A rich man's world. Beautiful land, but a rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land. So that's that wing done. Let's go over to the other side of use the Auto Finesse. Okay, so get this Auto Finesse on this side. And gloss. Straight away, I can see like a smear of polish there. It feels a bit harder to apply, so it's a bit like stiffer. Your sponge doesn't glide over the paint quite as quick and easy, but you can see what you've been straight away. Leaves like a proper haze.
A rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land, but that beauty a rich man's world.
Like you don't need to use as much of the Auto Finesse. Straight over this plastic. This one say you can go on plastic. Doesn't actually say on this one you can go over plastic, but I've gone over plastic anyway, so we'll see how it reacts.
A rich man's world. A rich man's world. Beautiful land, but
okay, so if you can try and get some angles so you can see, you can tell there where you've been with the polish. See, like this is no polish, there's polish on there. If I show you the other side, with the auto there, you can hardly tell that you've actually even applied anything. So, it's a bit strange. Buff this side off while we're on the camera. You can hardly even tell you're buffing anything off either. But it feels super smooth when you're buffing it off. It's just like glass, really. It's done quite well on that plastic as well, compared to this bit. Does look quite good on the plastic. Very smooth, very glossy. Happy with that. That's a very easy product to apply. Scoop straight around and buff the Auto Finesse off. There you go. You can properly see the residue. It stays on with the Auto Finesse. See, so a little bit tougher to buff off. You can. Oops. Ooh, good catch. Don't want that on the floor. It's polishing in scratches. Anyway. Okay, so just buff that off. To be honest, feel. Go on a field test. There's not a lot in it. Like they basically both feel smooth. The same look test. Kind of hard to tell on the camera what it looks like, but they both pretty much look the same. But the only real difference I can see or tell by using the two products is just how it lays on the paintwork. The Autobrite's a lot easier. You can hardly tell where you've been. It's almost as if you're putting it on and buffing it off at the same time. It's smoother, it's like easier to, when you're rubbing it, it's gliding over the paintwork easier than the Auto Finesse. But maybe the Auto Finesse is actually doing a bit more polishing, cutting into the paint a bit more and removing all that bad stuff. So I'm not sure. If I was going to buy one, don't know. I think the Autobrite for the everyday washer, just give it a quick polish after a wash type of person, it's probably the one. The Auto Finesse, it's a little bit more, I don't know, a little bit more time consuming, I'm guessing, over a whole car. Plus, I'm guessing if you leave it on, it might be a bit harder to wipe off, and it might create a little bit of dust, but yeah, that's if you leave it on for too long and do the whole car before you buff one section off. Either way, I'd be happy with both products. Both are great. So I'm not going to record me doing the whole car, but I've done all this side. I've done the boot. Obviously did the bonnet and wings in the previous clips, but honestly that's one of the easiest polishes I've ever used. So easy to apply, so easy to buff off, doesn't leave any like hard residue, no dust. Looks really glossy, really glossy. Smooth. Does exactly what it says, really. Look how glossy it is. Good stuff. I definitely recommend buying it, especially for the price. It's only, I think, roughly around a tenner for a bottle in Halfords. So if you have a trade card, then it might be even cheaper. So to finish off the video, I'm just going to apply some of this on the tyres. Let's read what it says on the bottle. Do exactly as it says and see what it comes out like. We'll do it on this tyre for the video. Let's have a look. How to use. Ensure the tyre is clean and completely dry. It's clean and it's dry. Before application, spray approx 2 to 3 sprays of Classy Tyre and Rubber Dressing to our waffle applicator. Work the product into a wall of a tyre, ensuring all of the surface is completely covered. This will give you an elegant, beautiful satin-like finish. Another method is applying the product to a suitable brush and use this to apply. Well, I've got the waffle pad, the Autobrite waffle pad, so we'll use the waffle applicator for this. Brand new applicator. See, it's like bumpy, brand new product. So I'm going to shake the bottle, as it says. Obviously it's probably been sat around for a while in the shops. Turn it on. So let's get it going a bit. 1, 2, 3. Do 4 because it's a brand new applicator, so there'll be no product already in the thing. Just rub it round the tyre. It's always hard to get it near the bottom. Two to three sprays definitely was plenty. Usually on things like this, they're always a bit shy on the amount of product you should use, but that looks really good. And with this applicator, that's really easy to apply. Obviously, I've got it on the wheel a bit, so I'm going to have to just get a rag and remove that excess, but overall, it's great. It's obviously, it's not proper wet look like you've just been to Tesco and bought this tyre shine. Really happy with that, I can't fault that at all. And for the amount of sprays, so what did I use? 4 sprays, probably should have used 3 or 2 sprays. That bottle's going to last you a long time. Well worth it. These ones that are in a spray tin, you just spray on. Useless. Lasts like 2 days, and the tin lasts you about 2 washes, so that is much, much better. My first time using Autobrite. Obviously it's not the most priciest stuff on the market, but I'm really happy with it. Bottles look good, product looks good, labels look good. 10 out of 10 from me. Great stuff. Just before I go, please give us a like and a subscribe if you like the video, if it's useful to you, just to help us understand if they're helpful to people, because we're only making the videos to help others out really, and obviously to entertain you. But yeah, give us a like, subscribe. See you in the next one.